Good morning. Good morning. It's 4 o'clock a.m. on a Thursday. I'm on my way to the gym, to my workout spot right now. Um, I've just been having a lot of really good positive thoughts. Yesterday, I had exercised a habit that I haven't done before. And I have to say, it is directly as a result of a conversation I had the other day. Um, Somebody I know had ran a marathon, swam, did the whole 9 yards. And once I reflected on that, I think most people don't get involved with stuff like that if they're not physically ready, because the opportunity to quit's there and you have so many eyes on you. So the accountability is huge. It's huge. Look at that guy. Look at him. Look at him. He just quit. He walked right off the court. He didn't even finish. I think that's enough to make everybody stay on the sideline and just root them on and hold the cups of water for them as they're running by. And as I started thinking about that, I started thinking, damn, man, your ego or your mind or that alter personality must have really been telling you, don't do this. You can't compete with these people. You're not strong enough. You're not ready. You're not good enough to compete with these people. And for this particular individual, who, by the way, is great at everything they do, to get involved in something like that is still pushing it to another level. And I had to start thinking that you really push down those voices inside to make that happen. So I took that as a personal challenge to myself and said, if you can force that voice down inside of you, why can't I? So I decided to discipline my ego yesterday. I had talked about it coming up, rearing its head, placing doubt in my mind about a specific business transaction that I had going, and damn near bringing it to fruition of a negative outcome. I decided right then and there I was going to punish his ass. Right then and there, I was going to punish him. I was going to punish him for even thinking that he could have control over my mind. You notice how I talk about my ego as if it's a different person. I speak about them in the third person because I believe that the ego is a third person. I believe the ego is the alternative person to who you really want to be. I believe the ego is the one that tells you you don't have to, you shouldn't have to, it shouldn't be this hard, go ahead and quit, give up, etc., etc. I mean, I really have a problem lately with the ego. I'm really having a problem with this guy. And so yesterday, I decided I was going to punish him. I started off by making him stay on the treadmill longer than he wanted to. He told me he wanted to get off. He told me he wanted to get off at 15 minutes. That's what he said. I made his ass stay on there for 25 minutes. And he quieted down. And my legs got stronger. And I got stronger. And I got better. Then he got to the office. He said he wanted to go search through some internet articles. I told him no. We're gonna review our business plan. We're gonna write out our goals again. He said, I wanna stay out a little bit longer and I don't want to knock on any doors. I said, well, you don't run anything, buddy. So we're going to knock on some doors and we're going to get back to the office and we're going to make some more calls. See, being around people who are doing better than you allows you to see how they can compete and how they can finish off their ego, and how they can put it to bed, and how they can rise above it and conquer every single thing in fear of their heart. I plan on kicking my ego's ass again today. I plan on putting my ego right in its place as it tells me I cannot do something. I plan on going right behind it. I don't care what it is. I don't care how impossible it may sound. I don't care how scared to death I may be. I will do it out of sheer defiance of what my ego is telling me is possible. My word for today is everybody should do at least one thing for the one person that watches my video. The one thing that your ego does not want you to do. If you're a single lady and there's a guy that you like and you're just so nervous to talk to him, I suggest you slap the shit out of your ego and walk up and talk to him. For the person who may even want to call me about possibly getting them a home or something and has been looking at, maybe some blog that I've posted, call me. Slap the living out of your ego. I plan on doing at least 2 things every day for the next forever to intentionally discipline my ego. I have an issue with my ego. I have a big issue with my ego because he has never served a purpose that helped me. Never. Not once. I mean, I remember a time sitting down with my grandmother, and I used to tell her, God rest her soul, Grandma, could you stop letting my son watch the news? And my grandmother would say, it's okay, it's not that bad, I love her, whatever. I say, listen, Grandma, I'm going to sit down for 2 minutes, I'm going to look at the news. I'm going to give it 5 minutes, I take that back. If I see something positive on here, I'll leave you alone. But if in 5 minutes I can't get one thing positive out of this, please stop showing to my son. I sat down, gave it the 5 minutes. The world was coming to an end according to the news. That's the same thing I did with my ego. I sat down, I analyzed it, I looked at it, I evaluated, and I said, dude, you just absolutely are serving no purpose other than a background noise that is causing a headache. I made a decision yesterday to discipline him at all possible costs. Discipline him in my health, discipline him in my wealth, discipline him in my spending habits, discipline him in my work habits, discipline him in my sleeping habits, discipline him in my love habits, my faith habits, discipline him every which way that I can when I catch my ego coming up trying to run an alternate course in what it is that I need to do, want to do, have been divinely instructed to do. The ego must die. God bless. I'm on my way to the gym. It's early. I like to get there and journal. I like to get there and reflect. I like to get there and think about what kind of workout I'm going to have. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Talk soon.